Have you ever fallen head over heels in love with someone and life just gets in the way? I know a lot of us call that right person, wrong time. I did too. Until now. Would you look at that? I got a fridge now. I feel like I'm a proper YouTuber. Opening a drink for no apparent reason. Except to make the intro a little bit more interesting. So I came across these two videos on the topic of right person, wrong time. And to be honest with you, I thought there was only like the cliche saying of if it was the right person, it would be the right time. And I think things are cliche for a reason. They work. We understand them. They bring us comfort. But I guess it doesn't mean it's always right. And I think the most amazing thing about love is that it can be different for each and every single one of us. It is different for each and every single one of us. I've done my fair share of dating throughout my 25 years of life, and I'm happily in a relationship now. But I don't think I would be if I stuck to the thought of right person, wrong time. Because if I did think it was the right person and it was just the wrong time, then I'd probably spend my entire life waiting, and I wouldn't be in the happy relationship that I am now. I'd be stuck scrolling on Instagram waiting for an update, or fulfilling my time with pointless things, or trying to get them to notice me. I feel really bad if I just describe somebody. But I came across these two videos and they both have different perspectives, so I kind of wanted to review them. Okay, here's the first one.
I do not believe in right person, wrong time. And you cannot change my mind. I'm gonna tell you why. Hear me out before you start arguing. If they were the right person, it would always be the right time.
Like I said, that's the most cliche line there is, but it provides us comfort. For some reason, that's something we'd love to hear.
By definition, the right person cannot show up at the wrong time. But let me tell you why I think people get conflicted. I think they get conflicted because they really loved someone, but it didn't work out, so they tell themselves that it was just the wrong time. No one is saying that your love wasn't real with that person.
Ooh, that's a really good point. I think when things don't work out for us, we tend to blame ourselves, and then we put that blame on others because we can't handle it anymore, and wow, that hit home.
No one is saying that it couldn't have worked out, because you probably could have made do. You probably could have made it work. That doesn't mean they were the right person for you, though. Because if they were, you guys would have made it work no matter what. You both would have wanted it, you never would have let each other go. Even in tragic situations when someone passes away, I still don't believe that was right person, wrong time. I believe it was right person, not enough time.
I used to really agree with that, and it's not that I disagree. I think when we have these people in our lives for a short period of time, we tend to blame life. We tend to blame something. We feel like if something goes wrong, there's always something to blame. But sometimes it's out of our control. Sometimes life is just too much to handle. Sometimes it gets in the way of things and creates a wrong time, I guess. And speaking of, let's go to the next point. I saw this video and I don't know, it just hit home. They did a good job. I love it when people are able to translate their emotions that are running through them and the overthinking spot in their head, and they're able to put it into actual words that people understand. I think that's a really important and special skill. I feel like that's kind of what I do.
I believe in right person, wrong time, and let me tell you why. I know everybody will tell you that if they wanted to, they would, or where there's a will, there's a way, but that's just not true. Life is hard, and there's so much that happens that's out of our control. And if you're going through stuff and you're just not prepared for a relationship or not in the place, you can't change that just because the perfect person comes into your life. You can't change your circumstances. And you definitely can't change that for somebody else, because changing for other people creates an unsteady foundation for life.
That's a really good point. This is why I resonate with both sides. When we change for others in our lives, we lose who we are. We often start to mesh with the person and we become this uniform. We become this unibody, and it's very unfair. It's very one-sided. It becomes so unsteady, like she's saying, an unsteady foundation, that no matter what problem you face, you're most likely going to fail at it. Doesn't matter if you're together with them or if you're facing it alone, you become this unibody, so no matter what you face, you're gonna be unsteady. Which I guess this kind of contradicts her point, because if you force yourself into a relationship, it's going to make it unsteady. It's not love. It's just force.
You have to change and grow because you want to better yourself, not because somebody else wants you to be better. And how could you be anything less than the best for the best? So, you have to let go of the right person because it was the wrong time. And that's how right person, wrong time happens.
It's not like this hasn't been talked about for literally decades, probably a century. I don't know what they thought in the friggin' 1900s. So here's my perspective. I do not believe in right person, wrong time. I do not believe in wrong person, wrong time. I do not believe in right person, right time. Hear me out. You can spend your entire life thinking otherwise. But why aren't they here? It's not because of timing. It doesn't mean that your love wasn't special. It doesn't mean that you need to forget it and just move on. And we can sit here, we can exaggerate this phrase of right person, wrong time. But I believe that people are in our lives for a reason. They are here for a reason, they leave for a reason, they love for a reason, and they break for a reason. And whether you believe it or not, we needed them at that time. And they needed us. And whether you believe it or not, you needed them for a reason. But maybe now, you just need you. So like to sum it all up, since I kind of agree with both points. Oh, I feel like this is gonna make some people mad. There is no time. So let's shorten the phrase of right person, wrong time to just right person. If it's the right person, it just is. We don't have to spend all of our lives thinking about the negative what if, but we can turn that into a positive and think, what if it all works out when it's supposed to, with who it's supposed to be? And the main thing that you can do is prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for your own happiness. Prepare yourself with self-love. Prepare yourself to be alone in the happiest way possible. Because if spending alone time with yourself terrifies you, then the moment that somebody leaves you, you'll want to break. That's not your normal reaction video. I thought that was going to be a little bit more playful and funny, but I guess we hit it on the head there, right? So I hope maybe that cleared some thoughts in your head, and if it did, leave a little like, and I would really appreciate it if you leave a comment. I want to do more of these videos, so let me know if you are enjoying them. And if you're new here, you should definitely go subscribe. And remember, stay you, stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys next time.